Less than a decade ago, sports betting was mostly illegal, but in 2018, the law preventing it was struck down. And since that decision, over half of America legalized it. And soon, apps like these guys saw an opportunity. And it's this right here that, looking back, had an effect that most of us wildly underestimated. This activity that was historically done in casinos was now available in the comfort of your own home. And in just 2 clicks from your couch, you could place a bet. And why wouldn't I?
It's my favorite team. I know all about them and it's live. I gotta have an edge.
And shockingly, what was once a family-friendly, generational pastime has accepted all of this with open arms. You can't watch a game today without seeing spreads or over-unders. All of this has created the perfect concoction to rocket ship this industry. And to put numbers on this, in just 7 years, Americans have bet nearly $450 billion. To put that into perspective, that amount is more than the annual revenue of Apple. It feels like everyone is betting.
DraftKings Pick 6.
Your friends, influencers, and even maybe your parents. But there's one guy that has never placed a...
Yeah, that's me. But that's about to change.
So in this video, I want to find out 3 things. How did we get here? How did this industry grow so fast, and is it more dangerous than we think? What does a professional sports bettor have to say?
Winning bettors are basically kicked out and banned.
And hypothetically, let's just say I, a newbie, had to go up against a friend, a self-proclaimed degenerate gambler, in a $500 head-to-head challenge to see who could win more money betting on one night of basketball. Miss. What would happen? Well, funny enough, that's actually not hypothetical at all. This is what's going to happen. In fact, I think he's here.
I'm ready.
You're fitted up.
I'm dressed apart.
Tonight, there are 3 basketball games, 2 NBA games, and the NCAA March Madness Championship. And the rules are as follows. We have to bet all $500, $150 on each NBA game, and $200 on the championship. Veljko and I can choose whatever bets we'd like to make, and the winner is whoever at the end of the night ends up with more money.
Alrighty. Am I looking at you?
What is your name?
My name is Veljko. My name is Tejas, Hullur.
Have you ever bet before?
I have never placed a sports bet in my life.
I've bet a lot.
How much are we talking?
I actually checked one of my accounts. It says I've bet through $90,000.
That's a lie. Sorry, I did a practice one yesterday just to make sure that I was ready for this video. I did win. I placed $5, won $9.
Like, it doesn't mean like I've lost or won 90,000. I've cycled through 90,000. I won't tell you how much I've won or lost. But
how important is today's win for you?
I mean, I'm trying to take care of my children's future with this $500. You know, I'm trying to pay for my kids' college with this $500. I'm trying to take care of a family.
This is my debut on the Tejas Hullur channel as a contestant. What am I gonna do, lose on my own channel?
Do you feel confident?
I don't think he's ever placed a bet in his life, so I think I should destroy him. I'm gonna apply everything I know. I'm gonna look at the statistics. I'm gonna use all the tools at my disposal: ChatGPT, Claude, DeepSeek, the Gemini. You know, all the resources I'm gonna apply, and we'll see what happens.
Wow. And with that, what is your strategy for the $500 tonight?
That's a good question. You see, Veljko is all confident he's gonna win because he thinks I'm extremely inexperienced at sports betting. And actually, yeah, he's right. That is true. But little does he know that just hours earlier, I was able to find and contact a professional.
What to do?
Yeah, a professional sports bettor. One of the hardest things about this video was finding someone who claims to be a professional for a couple of reasons. First, those who are profitable bettors don't want to give away their secrets. They want to stay anonymous, and rightfully so. And 2, those who are public and claim to be professionals often sell their picks, and I've been warned that this area can be a bit shady. And I kind of get that. If you make more money selling your picks than the actual betting itself, I feel like there's a red flag somewhere in there. So how do you find someone that is consistently profitable and public for the right reasons?
My name is Q, and I would consider myself a professional in this space.
Meet Q, A guy that checks both those things. Not only is he someone that is obsessed with sports, but he's someone that loves math and statistics, so he's really good at something called modeling.
I'm trying to predict an outcome or predict the chance that an outcome happens, and then compare that to the odds that are being offered by a sports book. Within around 45 days, I had over $100,000 across all of my accounts, and then kind of scaled it up from there. Sports betting is not luck. However, if you think that you're going to be able to go and download publicly available data off of a website, throw it into an Excel file, and run a linear regression model on it, and suddenly have something that can beat the books, you're wrong. The average person cannot win.
I need advice, Q. What do I do to win? I don't know a thing. What do I do to make sure I make more money or end with more money than he does?
The advice that I would give you for your challenge, if the goal is to end up with more money than your friend, is to not bet at all. Because if you don't bet at all, you're simply betting on him losing instead of winning. The more you bet, the more different bets that you make, the more likely you are to end up down.
So back to that question, what is my strategy?
So I got a special strategy here. I am betting not on this game, but on Veljko's demise. I'm betting that Veljko has no idea what he's actually doing. I'm betting that the more he bets, the more likely I'm going to win. So my goal is to do as minimum bets as possible because the house is already against him. I play the law of large numbers. So I'm placing 3 bets because that is the minimum we're allowed to do and hoping for the best. Do you have a strategy?
Yeah, dog, I brought my iPad. I bought that thing 9 months ago and I've used it twice.
So right now we have $150 to bet on the Sacramento Kings at the Detroit Pistons. And we have 7 minutes and 50 seconds to do that.
All right, let's get to it.
Let me go over here.
Yeah, we can, yeah. Well, he's over, yeah. My iPad's dead.
God damn.
The whole strategy's out the window. All right, I'm gonna have to go back to my roots.
So right before game 1, I was pretty confident. I knew my strategy going in, which was to put all $150 on one bet, since I wanted to do the minimum amount of bets possible. Yeah, all right, I've got 5 minutes, Q. What's your biggest recommendation here? And the bet that I decided to do was the under of the game, meaning that both teams together had to score below 231 points. All right, I'm placing my bet.
He's placing a bet.
I'm placing a bet.
That's crazy, and that's it. Wow. I'm sitting there, my iPad's dead, and then the guy next to me, he's making a phone call to an expert gambler. I have no resources. He has the ultimate resource. I'm not feeling good.
Bet placed. And as expected, as I looked left and saw Veljko, he was doing the exact opposite. I just saw him placing bet after bet after bet.
Asar Thompson off a great game, and Jalen Duren, who had a great game in Toronto, finish out the
I peppered some threes, bet on a lot of money on Cade Cunningham having a strong game. I also have Cade Cunningham scoring 5 points quickly, the first to 5.
The first to 5?
Iveson that starts the ball game for the Kings. Down the lane goes Cade on the first.
Well, I also had Sabonis scoring the first bucket. There goes like $30. That I always expect to lose more bets than I win. That's why it's such a high volume of bets. You're really hoping just to hit about 5 of them, and if those 5 can help you break even or win more money, it's a good day.
Were you ever scared during these bets?
Zero fear.
Henry here got on the train with $200. He couldn't see any harm in a friendly game of cards. What if the other men were strangers?
One reason why the sports betting industry got so big is because it took advantage of some simple psychological biases that us humans have, and one being the illusion of choice.
Hit a tough one. Doncic, wow, behind the head. Reeves wide open.
When I bet on a spread of a game, for example, let's just say I take Los Angeles Lakers minus 1.5 because, well, Austin Reeves is playing like crazy right now, LeBron is healthy, and of course, they just got Luka, it feels like I should have an edge. And this is unlike regular casino games like roulette, where the randomness is much more obvious. But that edge that I feel is what makes sports betting so dangerous. It makes it feel like it's winnable because I have knowledge. The illusion of choice is this: the belief that knowledge can give you an edge, even when outcomes are most likely chance. As someone that doesn't really know sports betting, is there a such thing as a house edge like there is in traditional gambling?
Sports betting has a house edge that is much higher than what you would see in most traditional casino games.
McCullers to Harper. It's drilled. Right center field.
People feel like they have a chance in sports because they have an edge, because they know their team. They know the sport. Not like blackjack where it's rigged, where there's a house edge. That's the mentality that some people have. But I can tell you right now, if you bet on a spread, there's a 4.5% edge for the book. If you bet on a prop, there's a 6 or 7% house edge for the book. A 2-leg parlay, 9%. 3-leg parlay, 13%. 5-leg parlay, 16%, right? It grows exponentially. So the odds that the sportsbook will offer you for any given event will always be less than what the fair odds are of it happening.
With a hesitation, Glasser, and he hits it. Jack Levine rises and fires and fills it up. That's a triple.
So almost immediately after placing the first bet, I swear to you, both teams could not miss.
It's 24 points in the first 8 minutes, or the first 3 minutes.
And the sports betting apps do something really interesting where they'll show you the real-time value of a bet by offering a cash out.
They keep scoring. Your cash out, show him your cash out right now. His cash out is probably $60 or $70. So his 150 is now, they're offering him probably
$58. And I'm someone that genuinely cares about money. So to see how fast I lost $100, I'm not gonna lie to you, I began to really stress. I feel nauseous. I just burned money. It's going by so fast.
If you are down bad, just don't do what you do sometimes.
What do I do?
Just still be my friend at the end of this. You know? Don't get quiet on me. If you get down like $400, we still need companionship.
Dude, it's crazy because I'm not hearing you right now. I'm so stressed out.
I was worried about Tejas. I worry about Tejas all the time. I pray for Tejas on a daily basis. I have nothing but concern for him at all times. So yes, when he was gambling, I was definitely worried. Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing my second bet. As much as I was freaking out, the show must go on. And game 2 was just about to start. The 76ers versus the Heat. And kids, this is an important lesson. Even though you might be losing a really big bet, if you have conviction in your strategy, if you believe in statistics, you don't stray away from the course. Oh, what's the saying?
You stay the course.
You stay the course. So game 2, I'm putting the over, all $150, lock it in. Bet placed. That's my second. I'm doing the over on the Heat game.
It's so funny, he's doing 2 bets. I'm placing 100. One of the bets I placed was Cade Cunningham race to 5 points, $10 to win 43. One of them is a 3-leg parlay, Cade Cunningham over 25.5. My thoughts on parlays are simple. Parlays are dangerous. Parlays rarely ever hit. Parlays are a dream, a fever dream. When you place that parlay, and let's say you place $5 on a bet that could win you $4,000, deep down you know that's not hitting. But even deeper down, you're like, this is gonna hit. And that's what you're waiting for. Like, that's what we wait for every day. Like, every day you're walking down the street and you're like, I'm gonna meet the love of my life. You can have a family, you can have a wife you love, and you're like, I'm gonna meet someone I love even more, and we're gonna fall deeper and deeper into love. It's like, it's just delusion. Parlays are delusion when you boil it down.
sports betting itself is not new. It's been legal for decades on offshore sites if it's online, or then in Vegas. What we think of today in sports betting is online legal sports betting within the US. And that's only been around for 4 to 6 years depending on the state.
Any play, that's like 100 to 1. It's good odds for you. 2 million. That's fucking crazy.
In 1992, the Professional and Amateur Sports Protection Act was enacted to basically ban state-authorized sports betting nationwide. Well, except for Nevada and a handful of other states for various reasons. And actually, at this time, lawmakers and leagues like the NBA and NFL supported this act because they believed that it would improve the public's perception of fairness within the sport. They believed that sports betting would increase things like match fixing or point shaving. Here's the NFL Commissioner Paul Tagliabue testifying for this act, saying, "Sports gambling threatens the integrity of and public confidence in team sports."
Just so to give you an overview as we approach the end of the century of how I see the evolution of the NFL.
Jordan to the circle, puts the shot in the air, good!
The question's gonna be mobility. Only runs a 5.2, 5.40.
Oh my God. This ball's thrown and Tyree just goes up for it.
I don't think he stepped out either. That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
So, go about 2 decades, and it's found out that this act, PASPA, is kind of ineffective. Sure, it stopped regulated sports betting, but that kind of left the door wide open for unregulated, underground, and illegal betting markets that are way more dangerous. So after recognizing that the unintended consequence of this act is actually quite worse, in 2018, Congress decided to strike this down, believing that even though sports betting is kind of iffy, it's better if it's regulated. And so began modern sports betting like we know it today.
DeRozan.
For some reason, Kings Pistons are not scoring, so
It's
231.
Yeah, it's right. So it's on the line, right?
So right on the line.
Yeah.
Against Dennis Schroeder, rises and fires and fills it. Ooh, deadly.
They just need to score 1 buck.
Nope, I lost.
It's over?
It's over.
What do they get?
233. You want to write it? You want to do the honors?
Write it? Minus 150?
Minus 150. For me, go ahead, man.
When Tejas lost that first bet, I was like, what a loser. I was like, him, this random guy that goes by one initial, losers. I put them in that box. I packed that box, I shipped that box. I was like, this is done.
Come on, let's score. Score. Turn it off. Once I officially lost the first bet, I kind of went into a dark place. I no longer was enjoying what was supposed to be a classic night of basketball. Veljko, on the other hand, well, he's Veljko.
Don't you hate when women have boyfriends?
Yeah, I can't discuss this right now, man.
It's like, don't follow me if you have a boyfriend.
I can't discuss this.
If you got a cute little profile photo, don't hit the follow button. Because I go to their profile, I look, and then I see a boyfriend, and I go remove follower.
Yes. Anyway, I didn't have too much time to dwell over it because game 2 was now also in the 4th quarter.
Viva la America.
Yep, pull it. You're an NBA player.
Even NBA players miss, my brothers. What does it got to go over?
So I got to do 26 more points in 6 minutes.
16. It's possible.
It's possible. It's possible.
So when it first legalized, states would have, 10, 12, 15 different books available. Nowadays, sports books need to have something to get you in the door because there are so many other options at your fingertips. They all needed to attract users. So the best way to attract users initially was to offer promotions.
New Ohio customers spend $5 now, get $200 in bonus bets.
Sign up with us and we'll match your deposit by 100%. Sign up with us and we'll give you a $500 risk-free bet. And that worked initially. But then what started to happen was people were signing up and then leaving. So then it became a game of how do we keep people around? And the number one way to do that is keeping it at the forefront of mind and advertisements.
BetMGM's got all the sports betting in one place, and it's live, baby.
You can't watch a sporting event now without seeing ads for FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, DraftKings, and they've all brought in celebrities.
It's not an over-exaggeration to say that these apps have changed the way that we view sports, how we watch it, how we talk about it, how it's advertised, everything about it. Even how it's played, because some players have been caught betting on their own outcomes. Fun fact, between 1963 and 2018, the NFL has suspended only 3 players for gambling violations. But since 2019, they've already suspended 12. Sports betting has become so normalized, and it's only growing year after year. You ready to place the national championship bets?
I've been ready all my life.
Let's do it. My bet for the national championship, after doing all my calculations and consulting professionals, I am taking the under on 140.5, putting all $200 on it. Let me double check with Q. Yep, under 140.5, $200. Payout $381. Under. Place bet. That's the last of my money.
I think him placing one bet per game is it's shady work. I mean, he has this elusive mastermind behind the scenes. This isn't even him. It's not even him. It's me versus one of the greatest gamblers of all time. So that's what the game truly is. What do I think of that strategy? I think it's a great strategy. If you have a mastermind at your disposal, definitely use him.
What are you looking at?
I just want to see the score of the last game. So they went over with Auburn. So Houston is a very good defensive team.
So one of my favorite parts about this whole thing is watching Veljko basically talk himself into being confident. Like, the guy has become a super analyst on Florida and Houston, but he's never watched a single game of either of them. What is this called? Like, pretty sure confirmation bias of some sort, or dare I say, illusion of choice?
I mean, I'm gonna list off some of these scores to you. Like, this is supposed to be a close game, and let me know how this feels, because you just placed that bet. But Florida has not scored under 77 points in the last 10 games. They haven't scored under 77 points. The over is enticing.
Do it. Do it for the plot.
I'll pepper the over.
200.
I'm gonna stick to my strategy. I'm gonna pepper the over for sure.
All right, put at least 100. Put some skin in the game.
I will put skin in the game.
She's been so supportive. He said, I'll ride with you, and put 300 on the under. Let's go, Q. That's my dog. He put his money where his mouth is, right?
Yeah.
He put his money where his mouth is. Let's go.
That's
Take
crazy.
the over.
That's crazy. You and your coach going down. If I won that one, if I took over and I won, I got to talk shit to both of you. You got to FaceTime them.
Let's make this interesting, man.
I'll do 100 on the over.
Ooh, get that, get that.
I don't know why I did that. I do not know why I let him convince me to make that bet. It's going to make things fun, you know? He's got the under, I got the over, but every other bet, it was me. It was just me, no outside input, you know, not hearing him yap, and his yap got to me, and I did it. I'm not happy about it.
So earlier we explained that sports betting uses the illusion of choice. Because you have knowledge about your favorite team, it makes it feel like you have an edge. And sadly, that's rarely true. There are many psychological tricks that these apps use, but I want to specifically point out 2 more. The first, variable reward scheduling. Simply put, it's this promise that you will win a reward, but only after an unpredictable amount of actions. And it sounds simple, but it's actually really powerful because it can throw away any sort of logic. People can lose tons, but that feeling that their next big win can be just right around the corner keeps them persistent. The third psychological principle that's in sports betting isn't even in how the apps are designed themselves. It's a downfall in how humans think. It's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. Oftentimes, humans have a lack of self-awareness when it comes to their own deficiencies. A new bettor who wins might develop an inflated sense of confidence. On the flip side, if they lose, they're likely to attribute it to probably just bad luck or a fluke sort of game. And these sorts of psychological tricks, this lack of self-awareness, is definitely more present in younger folks, the younger generation. And coincidentally, guess who these apps like to target?
Miami up by 9. 5 minutes to play. Tyler, wing jumper, it's good.
Before we get into the championship game, I realized that we still had game 2 to finish, and I kind of forgot about it because I was doing so well in the beginning. The first 3 quarters of this game, I was looking good. I had the over, and both teams could not stop scoring. Put it up, put it up.
That's money.
Yes, big man. Let's go, big man.
So he needs 7 points here, 8 points, right?
But all of a sudden, 3 minutes remaining in the game, both teams hit this slump. And I look at my DraftKings account, and all of a sudden I just see my cash out drop and drop and drop. I might not win this game. What was supposed to be a lock.
Team scored 52 paint points. They have 43 bench points.
No, that's really good. That's really good for you, though. It's really good for you because he's going to line to shoot.
He's going to line, he's going to line.
And that stops the clock.
They could never wake up from, as Nick Nurse said before the game, it started bad.
Wow, he missed the free throw. This guy shoots 98%.
Come on, come on, come on. Free point, free point.
You don't need this.
I need this.
Play this guy.
The next game for Washington on Wednesday. 2 of the worst teams in the NBA.
I've never seen that happen. Surely he doesn't miss all 3.
No way he missed all 3.
I wish you got that, Ken. He missed 2 of the 3.
Oh my God!
Oh gosh. And they're surely going to use the whole clock here.
Stop it. Dude, stop it. Stop it. That guy fucking sold. He's forever.
I've never seen a 3-point shooter miss 3 straight free throws.
Yes.
Bro, you have a whole clock.
Please,
Wait.
Please.
Wait.
Please. 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 Oh. Oh. Oh.
They say the house always wins. And the house has, they literally have like Harvard educated people, Yale educated people. They have teams crunching these numbers, computers, probably warehouses of computers. It's like, you're not gonna beat that. You with your little, like that brain, this thing's gonna beat it? No.
1 point, I need 1 point, 1 point.
Wait, will they just hold the ball? They're up 13.
Stop it, stop it, stop it.
I think they're holding the ball.
Stop it, dude. Stop it.
They're holding the ball.
Stop it. No!
Don't foul, don't foul,
No.
don't foul. You don't need to foul, you don't need to foul, you don't need to
Please
foul.
make it. Please make it. Yes. Please, 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 Lord.
That's it. That hit. Cash.
Yes!
I don't think gambling's for you, man. What's your heart rate? Check your heart rate.
Let's go.
Check your heart rate.
That feels so good.
Check your heart rate, man.
That feels so good. Oh my God, $283.
Actually, I've never seen him this happy.
3.92. That's fucking exhilarating. Let's do this again.
This is a businessman. His business is organized crime. His products include gambling, narcotics, vice, loan sharking, stolen goods, labor racketeering, and goons for hire.
Let's go into that conversation. What are some of the shady practices happening in this industry? So Q and I talked about a bunch of shady practices in the sports betting industry. It could be its whole own video. For example, sometimes a book will offer a boost or a promo on something that may seem like a good deal, but it's really not when you compare it to other sports books. It's kind of like on Black Friday when the week before they'll mark up a product like 25% and then on Black Friday say it's 25% off. He even gave an example of when he tried to withdraw money and they would not let him without submitting so many documents to verify who he is. But remember, to deposit money, there's no questions. You can deposit as much as you want. But none of those things come even remotely close to one of the things he mentioned earlier in my interview with him. And it actually goes back to why Q was willing to come talk to us. If you remember earlier, I said many people who we asked to come speak in this video either sells picks, which we're like, about, or they don't want to give away their secrets. So why did Q come onto this channel? Well, because he's limited or banned on most sports books. He can't even bet. But again, not for anything that he did wrong. It's just because he was a winning bettor.
The model for them has become get as many people in the door as possible, figure out who we can make a profit off of, and get rid of everyone else. If you are an advantaged bettor who is betting high volume and winning a decent amount of money, you will be limited, and they will not let you bet very much money at all. The model is literally just rinse and repeat. Let's ad spend, get people in, get active users, get people to stay, and if they have a chance to beat us long term, get rid of them.
Did you bet?
Yeah, I got some bets rolling.
All right, man. Boo! Boo on both teams. I hope you both don't score. First game? Yeah!
We're fucking 20 seconds in.
Yeah! I honestly could not have asked for a better start to the final game, the championship game. And it's weird. I'm a basketball fan, but I was rooting for bad basketball as someone who had the under.
Let's go, my brothers. We haven't hit a 3 yet. I need you to drill one from back here.
That's going to bring Houston's confidence up so much.
Or that. Let's go. Come on,
Yes,
you coward.
Cookies.
Shoot that shit in his mouth. In his mouth, my dog.
Oh, he airballs it. He airballs it. He airballs it.
Do they understand that the nation is watching? Do they understand this is a national championship? This is a disgrace to the nation. I've always had a low resting heart rate ever since I was a boy. Like my resting heart rate is 38. I need something on the line to feel something. What do you not understand?
Oh my God.
You were wide open.
I was feeling quite good until at one moment, about 3/4 into the game, something kind of hit me. If they start hitting threes, which they're taking a lot of 3-point attempts, then I could be screwed. Or if it goes to overtime, which is also likely. It's only a 3-point differential right now. If it goes to overtime, I'm almost guaranteed to lose. And this was sort of like a self-jinx because that nightmare started to come true. Oh, every 30 seconds,
this is a good
every
Florida
30
opportunity here. 3-ball, come on.
No 3-ball.
Give me 3-ball.
No, this guy can't shoot. He's so hesitant.
3-ball, baby.
This guy can't shoot either.
Yes, sir. Let's go! Come on. It's the only way forward. It's the only way forward.
4. Okay, 3:24. Come on. That's not a lot of time.
Dude, that floor is. This has to be a set play for Clay to shoot a 3.
No way.
Silly me.
Oh my God, they both only need to score 10 points and I lose.
Free throws? Free throws.
Oh my God.
Danger, bro. Wow, so 2 free throws. Whoa, that's worst case scenario. That's like 10 seconds into the clock.
Yo, shut up, sit down. Sit down.
It's the competition.
What are you doing? Miss.
Beautiful. Ken, do you remember what I said earlier? I envision him splitting the free throws in a bucket. But isn't this nice? You see this?
Just have to miss this too.
We don't care about Florida. We don't care about Houston.
Have to miss
We're
this
standing. Too. We're locked in.
They have to miss this too. I would do this. I wouldn't be standing, but I'd be enjoying the game if I didn't put $200 on it.
Would you say you're enjoying it right now, or are you stressed? You're stressed.
I'm stressed more than anything. They have to miss this too. 19, 18, 17, 16,
they can also
15,
hit a 3 and you're good.
14, 13.
What are we doing?
12.
Go.
11.
Go.
10.
Go.
9.
Go.
8. 7.
Drive.
6.
Drive.
5. 4. 3.
Stupid.
2.
What are you doing?
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Bro, that guy was literally... Do you understand the level of dumb that play was?
Oh my God.
Ken,
Oh
he
my
literally,
God.
if he just touched...
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
He didn't want to risk a travel.
Oh my God.
So he didn't want to touch the ball.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So technically you didn't even lose money.
God. Oh my God. We got that Andy. I'm a Gators fan for life now.
Is that number right?
That's what I got on my account. It's a little intense. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe symbolic, some would say,
yes,
about sports
100%,
betting.
100%.
What's yours at?
517.
Oh Oh!
Dog, I'm not mad. I mean, that's close.
Dude.
Me and Yale, pretty close.
You profited $17. Wow. Wow. No, I'm withdrawing. I'm withdrawing tomorrow, and I'm just deleting DraftKings.
I like that about you.
I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I genuinely cannot do this
You
anymore.
can see in your eyes, you've aged maybe whoa, look at his eyes. He's got like a black eye. I think he at some point
I've
punched
aged.
himself in the face.
I'm hurting. I just want to enjoy sports normally. This is too much. Okay, so yeah, Veljko and I both ended up winning money that night, which is great for us. Hooray. But horribly representative of everything that we just talked about in this video. So let me just make one thing clear. I want to reiterate that our results were the least likely probable scenario. And if we did this exact experiment every single Monday on every single NBA game, we would lose money. And even in the 1% chance that we were profitable long term, it sounds like we're still climbing the uphill battle that is the sports betting industry today.
A lot of sports books say they have resources available to people who are addicted to gambling, or they don't want you to be addicted, or they'll tell you how much you've risked over the last X amount of time. They claim that they are supporting people and preventing people from becoming addicted. But the truth of the matter is, sports books rely on addicted gamblers to continue to play.
You want to give a little like and subscribe?
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You know what this channel's about. Producing hits every few weeks.
It's accurate.